Hello everyone, this is the second month of 2020 and we already have a very good investment opportunity. I am talking about the most talked about IPO in town, that is the SBI Cards IPO. Now, before investing, you should always gather as much information about a company that you can. It always said that after the management, it should be you that knows everything about the company. So welcome everyone and thank you for tuning in. So the first very important thing that I want you to focus on is the size of the IPO. The size of the IPO is around 9,000 crores, and if you want to subscribe for the IPO, you have to invest or subscribe to the IPO between 2nd to 5th of March. That is from today to 5th of March. Now the third thing is how much the price of the per share is and what is the lot size. So our lot contains 19 shares and each share is valued at 750 to 755 rupees. The fourth thing is that the number of shares that is reserved for the employees or the SBI stockholders. So if you already a SBI stockholder or shareholder, then what happens is you get a 10% reservation to they have a 10% reservation towards the whole allotment process. Apart from that, they will get a discount of 75 rupees. So if you are a shareholder of SBI and you are investing, then you have to pay 75 rupees less compared to others. The fourth and the most important point is that SBI owns 75% of 74% of the entire SBI cards portfolio, and apart from that, there is a Carlyle Group that owns around 26%, and the SBI will be actually divesting 4% of its share, and apart from that, the Carlyle Group will be divesting around 10% of its share. Now, the second thing that I want you to focus is on the fundamentals of the company. Now, when I talk about how big this company is in the card game, then in the card game, it is the second most, largest credit issuer in India. So, when I talk about the market share, it actually covers 18% of the total market share. Apart from that, the advantage that they get is the value of, SBI brand. The SBI is always known as the best bankers in the country because they have a very huge network of branches and their customer base is quite high. So when I talk about largest banks in India, SBI is a very known brand and they will get the advantage of that they belong to SBI group. The third thing that I want you to focus is the distribution work, the distribution network. Now every bank want a very strong distribution network, and SBI, basically SBI management, have focused on the distribution network in past few years, and they have built a very strong distribution network or the distribution channel. What is very important to consider is that the company is already focusing on investing, focusing on building a strong network, and apart from that, their main focus will be on profitability. Now, that's third most important fundamental of any company is the distribution network, and every big bank want a very strong distribution network, and the size of the SBI actually allows it to penetrate deep into the market, and so their distribution network is really strong. The fourth most important thing that you should consider for the fundamental thing is that is focus on the profitability. In the last interview, the CEO of SBI Cards told that post IPO, that is after the IPO, they will focus, their main focus will be profitability. So they will be usually motivated towards increasing the profitability of the company. Now, when I talk about the SBI, State Bank of the bank, that is the State Bank of India, it has the database of more than 460 plus million users. So that is a very good advantage for any bank. Apart from that, the size and the number of branches that SBI have is really huge. So that is very important thing. Apart from that, when I talk about companies, every company which focus on research and development actually turn out to be a very strong company. And their main CEO, the CEO of the bank, has told in the last interview that they are focusing very aggressively focusing on using artificial intelligence. So the future of this company in terms of technology will be great. Apart from that, the last thing that you want to focus on is the ratios. That is, what are ratios? Now the ratios are something that like when we have a disease, we do blood tests. So these ratios are the blood test of company that tells if that they actually indicate if the company is doing great or not. So the first thing that you want to focus on is the profit. So the profit, if I consider the profit from 2017 onward, the profit has been growing from at the rate of 43%, which is quite high and actually will help to attract a lot of investors. Apart from that, when I talk about the interest income, now every debt business, that is lending business, their main income is the interest, and their interest, income has increased by 25% in last year. So that is a very good thing. And apart from that, the return on equity, that is how they are using their investments. That is a very important thing to consider. So they are using their investment really wisely, because their return on investment is actually, or return on equity is actually greater than 25%, which is very good thing for a company. Apart from that, when I talk about the return on asset, what is return on asset? The asset that a company have, how is it utilizing it to grow more, and that is also increasing in past 2 years. So that is a very good thing. Apart from that, when I talk about the earning per share, that is how much uh, money it is actually per share is earning, then it is around 16.40, which is now again good, because earning per share actually tells you how the company is distributing its profit, which is really good. So let me know if you are really interested in this IPO, or you are going to subscribe in this IPO. Apart from that, if there is any additional information, do let me know. And so that's it from my side. This is Sumit signing out.